unbelievable weekend of football. Let's go to Foxborough yesterday, and that's the right phrase. Houston, we have a problem. A day in which the Texans' defense was good enough in Foxborough on a miserable weather day, and CJ Sroud just had a disaster of a playoff game. Dan, what are we doing?
Yeah, this is a keeper. Chason does a great job going upfield. Don't make the throw. Your defense is going to win you the game. Elements, all that. Great play by New England defensively. Terrible play by CJ.
Ensuing Texans possession, CJ Sroud would throw 4 interceptions in the first half of this game. That one you just played for the AFC Championship. The celebration from Vrabel and May and everybody in Foxborough, while in Houston they are left with a lot of disappointment and a lot of questions. CJ Sroud, 4 first-half interceptions, tied for the most in the opening half of a playoff game since the merger. In all, he turned the ball over repeatedly in each of their 2 playoff games. Even though they won the first one, he had 7 turnovers when pressured. And so, D. Wood, what was the first thought you had in our meeting this morning?
I would have went to Davis Mills at halftime. There's no question about it. Like 4 turnovers in the first half was unreal. But even more importantly than that, CJ Stroud's body language was just atrocious. And I'm speaking as an offensive lineman, someone who plays on the offensive side of the football. There's nothing worse than when your quarterback is out there with no energy, pouting, just looking miserable out there, because it permeates to everybody. You have no juice. And the thing I would tell, I don't know if anyone out there would told him, but it's like, dude, we got the best defense in the league. They are bailing us out time after time after time. I can't even say it on TV. Get your act together out there. Someone should have kicked them in the balls and be like, let's go. We have this game. It's literally right there for us, and he's sitting around moping.
Do that to Rex right now.
I think you kick him somewhere else, Dean Wood.
I think that's what he meant to say.
But
fairness,
I'm going to say this. It's too bad nobody had your energy on the sideline in front of that dude, because to me, that's what they needed. And it started. What, did it start the second quarter, the third quarter? Hell no, it started the first play of the game. Run the first play of the game. Are you kidding me? You're dirting the ball inside here? You want to be living for this situation. You got a chance to get to a championship game. Get in there and fire that dang ball in there. Instead, no, the conditions got to him. He played with 0 confidence. Now, who's that on? Why is he not confident? Is it because of the conditions? Probably. Is it because he can't stand the plan, doesn't understand the plan, the preparation wasn't right? Something. No confidence in the protection? Scared of the damn defense you're playing against? I have no idea.
No Nico Collins?
No Nico Collins. It just adds up. Where's the fire? You got to light it yourself sometimes. Yeah. And to me, you got the best defense on the planet. I went in there and I said Houston's going to win. Why? They are the best unit in the National Football League, and that's the defense. You don't have to be a superstar. You just have to be dead-ass average, all right? Trent Dilfer, that's all the hell you have to be, okay? And you know what could have happened? You could have had a dang ring. Instead, you go in there, poop the bed. It's unbelievable.
It was a very, very tough game to watch. I mean, as one who, I didn't have a horse in the race. I loved that Texans defense. I really thought they were going to win for the same reason. The only way you lose is if the quarterback gives the game away. And Dan, he gave the game away.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Houston, you win that game with 31 other quarterbacks. And it's unfortunate.
With Jarrett Stidham?
And any other quarterback. I mean, it's unfortunate that we don't get this defense not only in the AFC title game, but then more than likely in the Super Bowl if they win that game yesterday. Bad quarterback play wins that game. Bad quarterback play. The pick 6 and the fumble, that's 10 points right there. Now, credit New England. New England made some crucial plays in crucial moments. Drake May's touchdown to the 4th down to Douglas, the touchdown to Steph with the ball placement, the booty play, no question. But if you're Houston, I think Houston and Buffalo walk away from this weekend sick to their stomach because they look at all the self-inflicted wounds. And Houston is just going to sit there and go, if 10 turnovers by CJ or 5 picks, 5 fumbles in 2 games in the playoffs.
Yes.
And I think now if you're Houston, you're going to sit there and go, what do we do at the quarterback position in the future?
And that's the thing. I got to say something. This kid, I thought, was flat out a superstar.
No, he was.
His rookie year.
He was.
Why the regression? Why the regression? Because now he's not even average. But this kid was a superstar.
But Rex, I thought Troy Aikman said it perfectly on the broadcast that he felt like CJ Stroud was chasing his rookie year.
Yeah.
Maybe he's pressing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what we saw yesterday combined with the wild card game against the Steelers, ultimately the Houston franchise is going to have to make some tough decisions.
Let me get Shefty in. Go.
Dan, you said, what do they do next at the quarterback position, right? So here's the deal. We already know the Panthers are picking up the fifth-year option for the number 1 pick in that draft, Bryce Young. I don't think there's any way the Texans don't pick up the fifth-year option.
Yeah, I agree.
For CJ Stroud. They're going to pick it up. Now the question is, do they, and you're going to balk when I say, do they extend them or let them play it out? How do they handle it? Do they feel confident in Davis Mills, who went unbeaten in his 3 starts this year? Davis Mills was 3-0. They signed him to a 2-year extension during the season. I think they probably think they're going to be okay with CJ Stroud and Davis Mills.
Yeah, that might be where they leave it, one way or another. I agree, Dan, with what you said. The two teams that looked like
after Bo Nix's injury, what is the quarterback plan now for Denver going forward? Home underdogs now welcoming the Patriots to town.
Prohibitive home underdogs, and they are going to start Jarrett Stidham, the former Patriots 4th-round pick in 1999, against the team that drafted him. He once was drafted to potentially be the successor to Tom Brady, which certainly Drake May has taken over that title. Jarrett Stidham will wind up starting on Sunday, and it will be the second time in NFL history that a quarterback has made his first start of the season in a conference championship game. The only other time it has happened in NFL history was 1972 when Roger Staubach started against the Washington Redskins after Craig Morton struggled in the divisional playoff game. No quarterback ever has started fewer NFL games, 4 for Jarrett Stidham, who has gone on to start the conference championship game. Obviously, all sorts of statistical oddities, and the Denver Broncos have to find their way to the Super Bowl. Who would have thought with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback?
All right. Meanwhile, the offseason very much in focus for teams who are looking for coaches, Adam. So where do searches stand here across the league, starting with the Ravens?
Well, they interviewed Robert Saleh, the 49ers defensive coordinator, yesterday. They have had a very thorough search. Robert Saleh has been a man who has been very busy, and obviously Baltimore was impressed with Saleh, but they interviewed, I believe, 14 people in their initial round of interviews, and they have been slow and methodical in trying to come to a decision in Baltimore. Robert Saleh actually wound up being called into Tennessee today, where he's competing with Jeff Hafley and Matt Nagy for the Titans head coach vacancy. Those seem to be right now the 3 finalists for the Titans head coaching job, and they will, it seems, come to a decision here some point early this week amongst those 3 men. The Cleveland Browns have requested second interviews with Grant Udinsky, the Jaguars offensive coordinator, who, if he were to get a job, would become the youngest NFL head coach ever hired in history. He just turned 30 recently. They also requested a second interview with Rams passing game coordinator Nate Scheelhaus. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have arranged an interview with Mike McCarthy, the former Pittsburgh Steelers, or former Green Bay Packers and Dallas Cowboys head coach. McCarthy is from Pittsburgh, loves Pittsburgh, and this would not be a typical Pittsburgh hire. But his roots are so strong and his resume so successful that the Steelers are looking at Mike McCarthy as a potential option there in Pittsburgh. We'll see how the interview process unfolds with the Steelers.
Steelers have only had 3 head coaches since the moon landing in 1969.